Yes, I'm finally doing Mino for this series. I actually started planning for this video like a year and a half ago, but I finally made it now, and it's quite an interesting list, if I might say so myself. Like, Mino isn't a hype, fast, or really intense rapper. He's more of like chill verses with like unique flows and different musicality to each one. However, I still wanted to like gather his 8 fastest raps for all of you Winner fans and Mino fans. And while the majority of these are fairly tame, I'll just spoil, his fastest puts him in the top 10 of all the quickest of rappers I've ever done this series on. But quickly, before I get into it, let me explain how this series works for those of you who are new and haven't seen any of these videos before. I listened to all of Mino's raps that I could find. If I missed any, please put it down in the comments below. But looking at those songs, I found what I thought were the fastest sounding parts in that song by ear, and then I took 8 seconds of those parts to be constant with every other rapper I've looked at, and counted the total amount of syllables in that span of time, and then I divided the total by 8 to find the average syllable per second count, and that's how I determined the quickest of Mino's raps. But to start off, we are actually starting with number 7, because we have a tie for number 7, and the first song we're going to talk about is Mino in Don't Call Me Mama. Remember in the beginning when I said Mino is like amazingly good at flowing and stuff? Well, this song is like the perfect description of that. Just to go over the stats real quick, at about 2:52 into the song, Mino hits 48 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of plainly 6 syllables per second. And it's so cool because his flow works to his advantage so well, because he does this 1E, a 2, and a E and 4 and type of flow, which is really cool rhythm, and it makes it sound easier than it is. Like, there's actually 48 syllables in there, and it just sounds really cool because he's doing this really choppy flow that goes perfectly with the song, and I really love that rhythm. I love that flow. It's so good. But we're actually move on to the other song tied for 7. It's a winner song called Movie Star.
그건 잘못이 아니야 좀 리허설이었을지도 저들의 화려한 영화는 CGT가 나지 우린 비록 초라할지라도 충분히 감동적일 거라고 믿어 그건 잘못이 아니야 좀 리허설이었을지도 저들의 화려한 영화는 CGT가 나지 우린 비록 초라할지라도
In winner's song Movie Star, Mino hits 48 syllables just like he did in Don't Call Me Mama, because they're both tied for number 7, and that's about the 148 mark in the song, which is an average of, again, 6 syllables per second. And this one, I don't personally think is as cool of a flow as the Don't Call Me Mama flow. However, they somehow both equate to 48 syllables in 8 seconds, which is really cool how he can take 2 completely different flows. One of diddles, the 1E, a 2 thing I just said earlier, and then just go to a more abstract, like random type of flow in this winter song, and it still equates to 48 syllables per second on both sides. I just think that's really cool. However, moving on to number 6, we probably have his most popular song, Fear featuring Taeyong. Honestly, this song doesn't sound too quick to me. I didn't think Fear would be on this list at all, even though I'm kind of happy to see it on this list. At about 2:51 in the song, Mino hits 49 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.13 syllables per second. And I mean, this is guaranteed his most popular song. So it's a good thing it's on this list. It's just when I listen to it, I don't really think of it as a really fast rap, and I guess it's a little quicker than we seem to think with the slow beat and the slow feeling to it and the powerfulness behind it. You don't really think of the speed, even though still listening into it still doesn't sound too fast. But I don't know, we're still at the bottom of his list, so we'll see where it goes moving forward. And next up, we have his duo with Icon's Bobby, MOBB, and their song Hit Me featuring Kush.
다 불러봐라봐도 놀고 싶은 멋쟁이들 돈이 없는 겁쟁이는 내 지갑을 믿고 봐라 차는 내비 두고 와 두 발로 왔다가 내 발로 뛰어가 다 불러봐라봐도 놀고 싶은 멋쟁이들 돈이 없는 겁쟁이는 내 지갑을 믿고 봐라 차는 내비 두고 와 두 발로 왔다가 내 발로 뛰어가. There you go, 16 seconds of Mino and Bobby putting their pants on. No, but in the song, in Hit Me, about 31 seconds into the song, Mino hits 51 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.38 syllables per second. So it's about a 2-syllable jump from Fear. So we're getting farther up the list
at this point. I love Hit Me, I love this song. I also love Full House, and Full House just missed the list. It had like 47 syllables, it would have barely been number 8. So kind of sad about that, but I'm really happy Hit Me got on it because it's really cool, and that flow right there just sounds really cool. It's like a constant like in your face flow, and that whole collab's really good. I hope MOBB has another song. Bobby and Mino go together so well. They have good chemistry, okay? I don't know. But now moving on to a feature that Mino was a part of, and it's an epic high song called No Thanks.
내가 네 안주거리지만 내가 누구 상사 누구 선생 아니듯이 누구들이 누구 평가하고 하면 띠고 내 사생활이 궁금하면 니꺼 내 엄마 내가 네 안주거리지만 내가 누구 상사 누구 선생 아니듯이 누구들이 누구 평가하고 하면 띠고 내 사생활이 궁금하면 니꺼 내 엄마.
I really love what Mino does to his voice, or what Epic High did to Mino's voice, the effects that they put on it in this track. But about 1 minute and 40 seconds into the song, Mino hits 52 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.5 syllables per second. But like I said, that's that auto-tune, that effect, not auto-tune, but effect that's on his voice throughout this verse. It sounds really cool, let alone the quickness of it, but oh my god. But coming in at number 3, we have a song that Mino did with Zico on Show Me the Money 4, Money Flow. At about 40 seconds into the song, Mino hits 54 syllables in 8 seconds, which averages out to 6.75 syllables per second. And the Show Me the Money raps Mino has done are so good. Even if they didn't make it on this list, just the raps that he's performed, even if they're slow, they're still so powerful and flowy. Honestly, some of the best rapping in K-pop and K-hip hop. Although I love Basic, he's one of my favorite rappers who actually beat Mino, and you can say what you want about that. That's not really what this is about. But Mino has some amazing raps on Show Me the Money, all of the rounds. It's just really cool. Coincidentally, number 2 is also a Show Me the Money 4 rap, and it's his verse in the combined song Victim and Cheers. This is actually specifically the second part of the 2-part song, the Victim section of the song and the Cheers section of the song. This is from Cheers, and in the actual Show Me the Money performance, it's about 6 minutes and 7 seconds into that video. He hits about 55 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.88 syllables per second. And this is probably the first song on this list that I would actually be like, yeah, this is pretty quick. It has some nice flow. It's like really smooth and quick and pretty cool. However, it's nothing compared to number 1, and I'm just gonna jump straight into that because that is honestly what I'm waiting for. And number 1 happens to be another feature where Mino featured on Zion T's song Machine Gun, and I love it. 아니 아예 이불 속에 누워서 과자 듣고 편안하게 TV 틀어 그 다음에 엠넷 들어보니 내가 나와 열받아 하던 대로 밥을 다뤄 친구들은 만나지만 얘기가 나오니까 입을 닫어 아니 아예 이불 속에 누워서 과자 듣고 편안하게 TV 틀어 그 다음에 엠넷 들어보니 내가 나와 열받아 하던 대로 밥을 다뤄. Believe it or not, Mino is actually hitting 68 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 8.50 syllables per second. That's at about the 158 mark in Machine Gun. That's a freaking 13 syllable jump from the number 2 song. I love this verse from Mino. It's so smooth, it's so flowy, it's so clean and fast and quick, and ooh, I mean, personally, I love that type of rapping. I know Mino's not that type of rapper. He has some amazing other raps, but this is his quickest rap that he's ever done, and it's so good. It is really so good. If you've never heard that song, like if you're not a huge Mino fan or Zion T fan, highly recommend checking it out. But with all that said, that is Mino's 8 fastest raps. And scrolling on the screen right now is every rapper I've ever done this series on with an 8-second constant of their fastest syllable per second count. And we can see Mino falls in the top 10 at number 10 with 8.5 syllables per second. And honestly would never have expected that with his type of rap style, for him to be so high and for him to have been able to make it up towards the top. And I mean, I gotta applaud him for that. Machine Gun is just such a good song, and I love listening to it. However, if you enjoyed my video on Mino, if you love Winter, show some love down below, leave a comment, hit like, subscribe, all that basic ass YouTuber stuff, because I don't know, I'm a basic ass YouTuber. And make sure if you enjoy the series, I have videos on every other rapper you see scrolling on the screen right now. So make sure you check them out if you do enjoy. And as always, K-pop and chill the safe way, everyone. And go listen to some Mino tonight or today whenever you're watching this. Just go chill to some Mino.
깨고 부딪혀야 해 우릴 볼 수 있도록 크게 소리쳐야 해